Did you know that 93% of Nigerian companies have started using artificial intelligence in their businesses? And 84% of those companies say that they have strengthened their privacy systems as they adopt AI. Hello and welcome to Tech Hub. My name is Victor Arke. Before we dive into today's conversation, let us take a look at what is making headlines in the world of technology. And here's your tech news update. Recent industry reports show that over 90% of Nigerian companies now use AI tools across departments like sales, marketing, customer support, and operations, moving from experimentation to daily use for productivity and growth. As AI use increases, data protection is becoming a priority. Studies show that 4 out of every 10 Nigerian businesses now spend more than 30% of their IT budget on privacy and security, setting up privacy teams and stronger data policies. And we see that Zoho recorded a 75% growth in its Nigerian customer base, driven by increased use of tools such as Zoho CRM for sales, Zoho Books for accounting, Zoho Workplace for collaboration, and Zoho One, which allows businesses to manage operations from a single platform. At the 3 Million Technical Talent Summit, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu reaffirmed the federal government's commitment to building a digitally skilled workforce with a focus on training Nigerians in software, data, AI, and digital productivity skills to support economic growth. Meanwhile, the Nigerian Communications Commission has explained that diesel supply disruptions affected base stations in parts of Abuja, leading to poor call quality and network downtime. They highlighted how energy challenges directly affect digital services and businesses. Now let's move straight to the main topic of today. And today on Tech Hub, we are going to be speaking with the country director of Zoho Nigeria, Kehinde Ogundare, to talk about how businesses use Zoho tools in 2025, what trends we should expect in 2026. Hello, Mr. Kehinde. Good afternoon to you, sir, and welcome to the program.
Hi, good afternoon, Victor. It's good to see you. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Good to have you join us on the conversation today.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Yeah. Now, before we dive straight into the conversation today, let's do a quick comparison, of the world of technology here in Nigeria, for the past 5 years, starting from 2020 up until 2025. How would you say that, or how would you basically rate the adoption of technology by Nigerians in Nigeria?
Okay, thank you very much, Victor, for that question. And if I'm going to rate the adoption of technology in Nigeria by Nigerian business owners post-COVID, that is in the last 5 years,
right,
I would probably say it has significantly improved, right? I think from 2020 to 2025, which is 5 years, and especially from our own standpoint, we've seen a lot of adoption from the technology standpoint. A lot of business owners today, they are actively looking for software that they would use to run their business. Right. That was not the case years ago. Now, last 1 year, in the last 2 years actually, with the advent of AI, and people can see that, okay, with technology, they can increase and they can scale up rapidly. We have seen a lot of demand in that ecosystem today. So yes, comparing 2020 to where we are now, I think we've gone way above and beyond, and I think we can still do more in terms of digital transformation in this country.
Very true. Now let's get to the conversation today, sir. We see that 2023, we've seen some big changes in how businesses work with AI and, of course, digital tools. Can you tell us why Nigerian companies have now started to adopt Zoho tools so widely this year?
One of the major reasons why a lot of people are adopting our tool in the country right now, I think, is because of major 3 things. Number 1 is privacy and security, right? Number 2 is the innovation that we put into curating all our products. Because, when you talk about technology, you need to be able to use technology to work for you, not the other way around.
Very true.
And last is also our commitment and investment in the Nigerian market, because we believe that the Nigerian market has the potential to become an export to the global market. And how more can we empower people is by giving them the technology, a global technology in this country that they can use to expand their business and export them into the other world. And at the end of all of that is the importance of privacy and security. Talking about AI adoption, the data in the cloud services, you need business owner want to be assured that their data is secure and is private. So we have provided them all these platforms, and that is why we see a lot of adoption in the market today.
Looking at some of the tools that you have as well, which of the tools would you say actually is more popular in 2025, for most of the clients that they've been using thus far? Which of the tools?
Okay, that's a very interesting question because I think all our products actually speaks to all level of business, whether you are SMEs, MSMEs, and enterprise. However, an interesting part that I see this year is an adoption and uptick in our finance application, which is very interesting because there's going to be a new tax law coming up by 2026, right?
Yeah.
But from the second quarter of 2025, we've seen an uptick in people trying to take control over their business finances. People are adopting our platform, Zoho Books, to manage their finances. They are trying to see how they can regulate and regularize their finances to be able to meet up with the national standard. And Zoho Books is rightly positioned to do that for them. And aside that, we also see an uptick in our sales business unit application like Zoho CRM, which is also very important, right? So we've seen an adoption in Zoho CRM, which is really great, right? So across board, and our best seller in Nigeria is our productivity and collaboration tool, which is Zoho Workplace. So adoption also shows the trend we should be expecting in the market. For example, when I talk about Zoho Books for the finance, it shows that the Nigerian businesses are now taking they're taking cognizance of their finances, right? So, and they're positioning themselves to be able to get support expansion plan from investors. Now, we talk about sales. People want to be able to sell more and be able to digitalize the way they currently sell. So we are seeing those trends around our products, and we have about 55 of them, of course. Wow. So it's a lot of applications that people can use. So you cannot say you don't have anything to work with on our platform.
Right. And of course, we also came to learn that 93% of companies use AI, and many have actually advanced beyond just trying it. Share with us some real success stories from 2025 where Zoho has helped businesses grow their sales, improve their customer service, and save time. Because you mentioned it earlier on in passing. Just give us some real life experiences where Zoho has actually helped individuals to scale.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. When you talk about AI from our own standpoint, we don't just provide the tool. What we actually use the word contextual intelligence. And that is when you put business context with artificial intelligence. When you put them together, they become contextual intelligence. And we have our own AI in-house that we've been developing in the last 10 years that has been sprinkled across all our products. When I say sprinkle, so even in your email, there is AI that is helping you to summarize the entire trend of email, helping you to drive the response. In your sales management process, which is Zoho CRM, we have Zia that can also help you understand your customer journey better. When can you call? When can you send email? What are you supposed to do next? Also, even help you diagnose whatever is going on within the system, right? And when we talk about marketing activities, your campaign activities, even live chats, right? So we are able to bring contextual intelligence, which is the best AI practice right now in the world, right, into all our products. And we have seen a lot of business grow from 100,000 to 1 million to 2 million. And we have seen a lot of people actually creating employment in the market, right? And we've seen a lot of business owners that they can actually tell you now that if not because they come on board, they will be hemorrhaging money to use technology. But then we're able to save costs for them, at the same time provide world-class application for them to use to run their business. So there are there are thousands and thousands of use cases that we've worked with in this country. And I can assure you that we are proud of what we've done and achieved in Nigerian markets.
If you notice the use of these tools, many businesses rather use it differently depending on their size and of course the industry. Because we are looking at the year in review basically. So what did you see in 2025 about how Nigerian companies actually applied Zoho tools to solve daily problems, like workflow issues, reports, or even teamwork basically?
Okay. So I'm a believer of automation. Anytime I'm preaching or I'm trying to talk to people about using their platform, updating their platform, I talk about automation.
Right.
But one interesting part is that, in fact, any business owner in this country or anywhere in the world, it is very important for you to have reports. Now, you can't get reports unless you have data. Now, when you have data, you need to be able to make sense of that data. That is when you will be able to create report from it. So one of the ways that we've seen people actually utilizing our software is generating reports. To understand the trend in the market, to know, okay, this is what we are doing, and then they will be able to plan for future with that report. Another interesting part is workflow, like you mentioned, right? You'll be able to create a workflow across multiple departments. So when you talk about sales, marketing, human resource, finance, how do they work together? How do you create a workflow that connects point A to point B without anyone falling through the crack? And finally, when you have tools in place, it improves collaboration. So teamwork, right? Everybody have all the tools they need to work. So it's easier for your team to collaborate and work together seamlessly, on a digital platform.
Very true.
So these are the people used our software in the last 1 year.
All right. Then we also see that AI can be very powerful. But see, there is a major challenge that AI comes with, which is the challenge of privacy and security, which of course matters a lot. Now we see that 84% of firms are strengthening privacy over adopting AI right now. Now, how does AI ensure that AI features are safe, respectful of data privacy, and useful for businesses?
Remember when I spoke earlier when I said we have data privacy and security?
Yes, you mentioned
design. Yes. So by design, our core value at Zoho is privacy and security. By design. So in all that we do, it is fundamental for us to tell our customers that your privacy is our priority, right? And as you can tell, in fact, when we did the research, it was very interesting to see that a lot of companies in Nigeria are actually using AI very well to enhance their business. And a portion of that have also assigned a budget for privacy and security while adopting AI. So by design at Zoho, security and privacy is fundamental, is non-negotiable. Our customer data is owned by our customer. It is by them. We don't touch it, And then when a customer has seen that we put so much effort into creating a safe environment and digital landscape, it's very interesting to see. And then that's how we are using AI responsibly to enhance business productivity.
All right. So you're saying it's safe for individuals to use Zoho, noting that our privacy is secured. Is of paramount importance as well, priority as it is.
When you think of Zoho, you think of security and privacy. We do not joke with those two features. Even before privacy and security becomes a global phenomenon, we were built on privacy and security first.
All right.
Before we go into any other part of the business.
Let's talk about local support, training and course, which of course you understand that these things actually matter for businesses, right? How is Zoho adapting to local businesses or local business needs in Nigeria? And as well, what are the roles, that partners and training programs play in helping companies to succeed? Because beyond using the software, businesses want to succeed. So how do you help these individuals succeed, especially small businesses? Because I think that many small businesses use the software. So how do you help them to succeed and thrive?
Thank you very much, Victor. As much as we're a software company and we are trying to help people digitalize the way they currently do their business, we are also very much keen on value. I believe in value for money. And part of that is when people actually gain and benefit from using the software, right? So we have a lot of things in place. So support, training, and so we are partnering with a lot of training institutes in this country. We are also doing a lot of training, online training, webinars. We do enablement sessions, right? So, and then we are locally present in this country. We have our office in Nigeria. So we have local support for local requests, right? So it makes it easier for us to serve our clients in Nigeria and West Africa right here from Lagos, right? So it's very easier for us to do that. And also, like you talk about SMEs and MSMEs, we do a lot of handholding, we do onboarding sessions, we do training and retraining. We are constantly trying to make sure that every user of Zoho in this country get value from it. And the only way they can get value from it is when they understand how to use the software and how they can apply it to their business, and then they can scale up rapidly from it. So we have all of that available right here in Nigeria.
Mr. Kenny, you say you do hand holding. Please, here are my hands. Come hold my hands, please. Let's talk about the big question that many persons actually ask whenever we talk about the use of AI. Now, there's this fear, that AI, is going to take away the jobs of many young people. The adoption of AI, there's that fear out there. Now, we've heard a lot of persons saying that, relax, AI will not take away your job. But we've seen various scenarios where it really seems like there's a threat. With the introduction and the adoption of AI, lots of persons are scared that they are going to lose their jobs. What do you have to say about this, Mr. Kenny?
Oh, well, in my own opinion, right now, I think human beings will evolve. There was a date and time when we have to count using the counters and all of that. Now we have calculators to do that for us.
Right.
So we've evolved above that. Now that we have AI, I think it is our job as human beings, or even as employee or worker or anybody in the world right now, to upskill ourselves. Yes, AI will probably make some job redundant, right? That is the fact. However, AI is still going to open opportunities and create multiple jobs for people, right? And this is where at Zoho we talk about contextual intelligence, not just artificial intelligence, contextual intelligence. That is business context with artificial intelligence, right? So AI will not develop business context for you. You need to have people that will understand the business context and then apply the power of artificial intelligence to be able to fast track and shorten the cycle of implementation. So yes, AI will probably make some job redundant, but I'm not sure AI will take over everybody's job. And I also think that it's our duty as human beings, right, or even as entrepreneurs, as business owners, to upskill ourselves and get ourselves to a point where we cannot be replaced by AI. And the truth is that in the last couple of months, we've also seen an uptick in people wanting to actually speak to human beings. So human-to-human connection is coming back to play in business world. That's when you see that people close more deals with in-person meetings than online virtual meetings. Right? So there is that fear, but then there's also the opportunity that is coming with the implementation of artificial intelligence, which is why business owners need to now adopt it, understand it, and use that to their advantage, upskill themselves, and develop a business that will withstand the test of time.
All right. So we all must evolve and get ready for AI. One way or the other is coming. As a matter of fact, it's already here.
Yes, already here.
So let's look at 2026, which is just by the corner, right? What are some of the key trends that Nigerian businesses should prepare for? And of course, are there new Zoho features or tools that are also in the works right now?
Oh, yes. So 2026 is going to be an interesting year because up until now, what we'll be speaking about around the world right now is artificial intelligence. In 2026, you're going to see lots more awareness on data privacy, data security, and how you can actually be AI responsible. So we're going to be seeing a lot of that in trends. And also, too, I think by 2026, a lot of business owners are going to get to understand how they can actually successfully implement AI without compromising their privacy and security. So we're going to see that. And at Zoho, right, we are constantly dishing out new updates, new features to meet market reality. So I can assure you that by next year, we're going to have a lot of new features that will help our business owners and users on our platform to be more effective, to be more creative, and then in turn they scale up and increase their revenue. So they should watch out. We are here to make your business a lot easier to do, and then you can start making money when you're sleeping. So that is software for you.
Well, that's something new for 2026, right?
Yeah.
All right, thanks so much, Mr. Kenny. I do appreciate your time. But before I let you go, one word for the Nigerian youth in this new era of technology. What is that one word that you can give to a Nigerian youth, to either encourage them or dissuade them from using technology? Just one word for us.
So I'll make it one sentence, right? I think technology is an enabler of innovation and development. When you look at technology from any aspect, look at it as an enabler of innovation and development. So when you look at that, you'll be able to position yourself to benefit and also to contribute to it. Like I said, in the next couple of years, Nigeria is going to be at the position whereby we're going to start exporting our talent to the global market, right? So as a Nigerian youth, a business owner, a business survey, or anything you're trying to do, look for a way within that space that you can use technology to improve that work process, and that will change your life completely. I can assure you that.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Kehinde Ogundare, for your time with us today. I appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Victor, for having me.
All right. Do have a great day ahead. We've been talking with the country director, Zoho, Mr. Kehinde Ogundare, of course. And right now, let's go on a break and we'll come back. We'll go straight to the how-to segment. Welcome back. Right now, let's move straight to the how-to segment. And today, we're going to be talking to you, rather, on how to use technology for business growth. Now, before we wrap up, here's a simple how-to guide on using technology to grow. Number 1, set clear business goals. Decide if you want more sales, better customer service, or smoother operations. Number 2, automate repetitive work. So as much as possible, you need to learn to use digital tools to handle follow-ups, invoicing, and customer responses so that your team focuses on growth. The next is use data to make decisions. Learn to track sales, customer behavior, and performance using dashboards and reports. Next, train your people. Technology works best when your team knows how to use it well. And just like our guest said to us today, see, the tech is here. We all are using it. So one thing that you must do is to constantly train yourself, train your people. That way you're better prepared and better positioned. And last, protect customer data. Strong privacy builds trust, and trust drives long-term growth. That's what I have for you on the how to segment. And finally, let's go to the tech tip of the day. Review your business data at least once a week. Small insights can lead to big improvements, so pay attention. And always update your software and passwords. Security is part of business growth, and you must also learn to pay attention to your data security. And one way for you to do that is for you to constantly update and upgrade. With that being said, this is all we're going to take on today's episode of Tech Up. My name is Victor Ake. Until next time, stay tech.